Here we are in the Creative Kitchen, ready for the next step on the Fun and Games set. I'm going to focus in on the stage the stage right portion, which is the single door. And you're looking at what we're calling the candy path. It's been rendered in, and to help out, I have put some tags on the sections. So you see that section's green, that section will be yellow, this section orange, that section green. If there is no tag, that means you leave the section blue. And so you'll use painter's tape and use that to mask off the lines. That way you can keep sharp edges here on these straights, and you can also use it to mask off the curves. And so once you mask off your sections, you can go ahead using these paints here to paint them in. The green, only takes one coat. You can use it straight out of the can. The yellow's a little tricky, and so is the orange, so I'll describe it. You're going to use this butterfly bush tint right here. It's like this light yellow cream color. And you're going to want to put a base coat of that first underneath the yellow and underneath the orange. So it's going to seem a little different because you're like painting it almost the same color as the field color of the walls. But then when that dries, if it's yellow, then you're going to use this deep yellow here and just paint right over it, and that will be your finish yellow. Now when it comes to the orange, what you're going to do is use this to make this orange heavy body acrylic a little bit more fluid, and you'll just brush. You mainly want to use the orange, but there's not a lot of it in here. I mean, there's enough to do what we need it for this set, and that's kind of the intention, is we want to use it up. But as you can see here, you know, there's not a lot. It's almost empty, but there's plenty of pigmented paint inside there. And so what you'll do is pour some of this out onto your palette. You'll kind of get that mixed in there. Obviously, you'll scoop some of this out. And you're only using this to kind of liquefy that heavy body acrylic so that you can get that orange onto the canvas. If you have any questions, let me know, but that's the project. I recommend, finally, that you work on the greens first, and that's because you have to skip around. You can't paint the sections in order because you have to mask off the line. You can't have wet paint and then mask it off to paint the adjacent candy color. So you have to leapfrog. So you'll paint like the green up there and the green down there simultaneously. Then you'll have to let that dry, and then you'll paint either the orange first and then the yellow, but you won't be able to paint both of those at the same time. So there is a bit of dry time involved. And if that's the case, don't hesitate to use the hair dryer there on cool mode to get those dried fast enough where you can keep painting. All right, thanks so much.